Imagine a town where the nearest neighbor is hours away, where the sound of your own breath is the loudest noise. Where is this place? How do people survive here? And why would anyone choose this lifestyle? Today, we're exploring America's most isolated town outside of Alaska, a place so remote it will change the way you think about living in the modern world. You might think of small towns in the middle of nowhere, but what about a place so remote that it feels like the world forgot it exists? This town, located miles from the nearest major city, is a mystery for most. Is it a choice, a necessity, or simply the last stand of a forgotten era? Our journey starts with the roads, or lack thereof. To get to this town, you'll need to navigate treacherous terrain, back roads, and be prepared for the unexpected. This is no casual road trip. It's a test of your determination. And in winter, that's when things get really intense. Snow piles up faster than plows can clear it because, well, there are no plows. Ice coats the winding roads, turning every turn into a gamble. One wrong move, and you could find yourself stuck in a snowbank, miles from the nearest sign of life. Cell service? Spotty at best. If your car breaks down, your only hope is the rare passerby, or a long, freezing walk. High winds whip through these remote passes, creating whiteout conditions that erase the road entirely. Imagine driving with a blindfold on. That's what it feels like. And if you think you'll just pull over and wait it out, good luck. The cold here isn't just uncomfortable, it's life-threatening. Even in better weather, sudden storms can turn dry dirt roads into impassable mud pits. Flash floods wash out entire sections of the trail, leaving you stranded unless you came prepared. Out here, nature is in control. You're just along for the ride. What does it take to survive in a town where connectivity is limited and resources are scarce? What motivates people to settle here? The residents are tough, self-reliant, and resilient. For them, isolation isn't a curse, it's a lifestyle. In fact, many have chosen this life for the peace, the land, and the freedom it provides. But don't be fooled. Living this far off the grid requires sacrifices. Everything you take for granted, shopping malls, entertainment, and social activities, simply don't exist. Life in isolation comes with its own unique set of challenges. You might think the quiet is peaceful, but the reality is that it comes with its own set of fears. Power outages, harsh winters, and lack of access to health care. These are just a few of the obstacles people in this town face every day. What would you do in an emergency if help is miles away? And then, there's the mental toll. How does isolation affect someone's mental health? When your only company is the desert or mountains, it can be incredibly tough to stay connected, both to the world and to yourself. But not everyone is struggling. Some are thriving. How? Let's find out. While some struggle, others find strength in their solitude. The key to survival in this town isn't just about enduring hardship, it's about embracing a mindset of independence. Many have built their own businesses from scratch, growing crops, raising livestock, and learning to live off the land. It's about mastering self-sufficiency. Could you do it? Living off-grid isn't for the faint-hearted. It requires resourcefulness, grit, and a profound sense of purpose. Some residents see isolation as an opportunity to escape the distractions of modern life and focus on what truly matters: their health, their relationships, and their legacy. You might be wondering, how do people make a living here? If you think there are no opportunities, think again. The key to thriving in isolation often involves innovation. People in these towns are using the land to create sustainable businesses, whether it's agriculture, ranching, or even remote tech jobs. This lifestyle is challenging, but there's a secret hidden here: financial freedom. The cost of living is lower, and without the distractions of city life, many residents report higher levels of savings and a more intentional lifestyle. So, what does the future hold for these isolated towns? Will they remain relics of the past, or are they poised for a comeback? With more people seeking remote work and escaping the high cost of city living, these towns might just be the future. They offer a chance to live a simpler, more meaningful life, free from the chaos of modern society. The rise of digital nomads, eco-conscious living, and alternative communities may bring a new wave of settlers to these forgotten corners of the country. Will they flourish? Only time will tell. But here's the big question. Is this the future of living for you, or is it just too far out of reach? What can we learn from these isolated towns? It's about more than just surviving. It's about living with intention. In our fast-paced, consumer-driven world, it's easy to get lost in the noise. But the residents of this town have discovered something powerful: the importance of self-reliance, the value of simplicity, and the freedom that comes with breaking away from the norm. The question we all need to ask ourselves is, how can we apply these lessons to our own lives? What can we learn about financial freedom, health, and happiness from a place where everything depends on you? As I approached this town, the first thing that struck me was the silence. Not the eerie kind, but the peaceful, humbling kind. No honking cars, no buzzing crowds, just the raw beauty of nature. Surrounded by towering mountains, endless desert plains, or dense forests, this town is a hidden masterpiece, the kind of place where golden sunsets stretch across the horizon, and at night the stars burn brighter than you've ever seen. In the mornings, mist rolls over the hills, and in the evenings the sky erupts in shades of orange and crimson. It's a kind of beauty that makes you forget the modern world even exists. Winter here isn't just cold. It's a scene straight out of a storybook. Snow blankets the town, and the world turns into a quiet, frozen wonderland. Spring. Wildflowers burst through the rugged terrain, painting the landscape in vivid colors. In summer, the air is thick with the scent of pine, sagebrush, or ocean mist, depending on where you are. And fall, the trees explode into brilliant hues of red and gold, reflecting in the crystal-clear rivers and lakes that few have ever set eyes on. Every inch of this place feels untouched, unspoiled, and pure. The kind of beauty that can't be captured in pictures. It has to be felt. And then, there's the night. In the city, light pollution drowns out the stars. Here, though, the Milky Way stretches across the sky in breathtaking clarity. You can see entire constellations, planets, and even shooting stars almost every night. And the silence? It's deafening at first. No traffic, no sirens, no background noise, just the whisper of the wind, the rustling of trees, maybe the distant call of an owl. It's a sound most people will never experience in their lifetime. There's something about waking up here, brewing coffee as the morning sun spills over the mountains, and stepping outside to nothing but fresh air and open space. No rush hour traffic, no emails flooding your inbox, just you and the land. It makes you wonder, have we overcomplicated life? Do we really need the chaos of modern society, or is happiness found in simplicity? The truth is, isolation might not be for everyone, but it teaches us valuable lessons about resilience, independence, and wealth, not just money, but wealth of time, peace, and purpose. If you want more insights on how to build a life of intentionality and financial freedom, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And if you're ready to take control of your own financial future,